Hey there, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to my book review series. Today I'm going to be talking about the Van Helsing paradox. It's by Evelyn Chartres. I hope that's close. It's French and I do not know French, so I hope I got close on the pronunciation of the author's last name here. Um so yeah, the Van Helsing paradox. Let's just go ahead and dive into the blurb on the back. Clara Gray's parents once said that the world was a dark and dangerous place. There was more truth than fiction to those words. There were things that lurked in the shadows which defied the laws of nature, perversions that fed on the dead, terrorized the living, or escaped the chill touch of the grave. Clara is a member of the Tower, a religious order of hunters who work outside the confines of the church. As keepers of the arcane, her order takes an active role to counter these threats. The life of a hunter can be short, and many disappear before their training is completed. So, what does it take to succeed against all odds? Explore Clara's origin, a child born before the dawn of the 20th century. Witness her rigorous training, how she faces adversity, and fights in the Great War to become the derringer wielding flapper she is. Throughout her tale, keep in mind that no matter the threat, a gal has to look out for herself after all. So it's a good looking cover. Love this. Yes, love the flapper woman with the gun. It's perfect. So let's get to talking about Clara. Clara is so well fleshed out in this story, and I absolutely adore her. We meet her as a small child. We go with her as she witnesses basically the death of both of her parents in two separate events. She witnesses as she has two sisters as well. Once both of her parents are dead, the church takes her in while her sisters are left to, because they're old enough to be on their own there and to work, they are left outside. But the church brings Clara in. There is a preacher, a priest that sees something in her and believes that she has witnessed one of these paranormal things and believes that there is something about her that will eventually translate into being able to be trained as a hunter. And the priest is of course right, as we find out later. She also witnesses the death of a priest, and that's when she's brought in for her training as a hunter. So we go through with her training and her mischievous ways while she's in school, and we eventually end up with Clara out in the world on her own as a hunter. And she is so bold and so unafraid of anything. Nothing seems to really throw her off ever. She is so confident in herself and her abilities, and it is so well done, and I absolutely love this character. So this book, highly recommend this book. We're going to have to talk about the rating. You know, I do these similar to the movie ratings. I would give it a PG-13 type rating. There is some violence. There is a little bit of gore. I'm not certain if there's language. I don't, if there is, it didn't stand out to me. So if it's there, it's not excessive or in your face. I would not hesitate to allow a teenager to read this story if it was something they were interested in. Now, this is labeled as a gothic fantasy, which we all know that's not necessarily my preference. I prefer the mystery suspense thriller, but it does have some of those aspects to the story as well, which is why it was really able to draw me in. And it does have a little bit of the horror as well that I like. So there are those aspects about it that I really loved, and I'm going to be reading some more from this author, and I hope you will read from this author as well. So um the Black Roses rating, the Teresa rating, I give this story 4 black roses. Actually, I would be closer to 4.5 on this because it's almost perfect for me. Almost. There are two things that I wish that I would have seen a little bit more of, and it was basically just I would have liked to have found out more about what happened to Clara's sisters after several years, if she was able to reconnect with them somehow in some way. I would have liked to have seen that. I also would have liked a little bit more detail about her training, but that's just my personal opinion on this. It doesn't take away from the story at all that it's not there. I just would have liked a little bit more because I think it would have added to it. It would have given me a little more depth and a little more insight into Clara. But I don't feel like she's necessarily missing anything on account of it. That's why I say I would really go 4.5. 4.5 to 4.75 on the Black Roses on this. It's really, really well done. I would read it again. I would read more from this author. I don't feel like I was left completely missing something. There was just stuff that I would have liked to have seen more of. But the story is well done without what I would have liked more of. And as with any book, everybody's going to have their own opinion on it. So I give it 4.5 to 4.75 stars. I just don't have the graphic for partial roses. I said stars, but roses, the Black Roses. So I would love for you to pick up this book, grab you a copy. You won't regret reading it. It's great. I liked the historical part where they get into there is wartime stuff involved in it, which isn't normally something I enjoy either, but it was included and I liked it as well. So definitely a recommended book from me. Please get you a copy. Evelyn Chartres, if that's close, will definitely be able to keep your attention in the Van Helsing paradox. So, all right, that is all for the Van Helsing paradox. Make sure you check out the buy links, the links to this author in the description on this video, as well as my links. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, I'm still looking for questions to do my question and answer series, my Ask Me Anything series. So throw those in the comments or hit me up on Twitter or Facebook and let me know what you would like to know from me or what you would like to see more of from me. So get in touch, stay in touch, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.